To another stream. Today I'm gonna be continuing Dark Souls 3. Okay, yeah, so first off, I really think that oh well, my goal today is to beat the Abyss Watchers. Honestly, I don't know if I actually can or not. Who really knows? Oh, I forgot to have to open up my stream. Right. Let me do that. Nah, I mean, no, but like seriously though, like I'm sick of the Abyss Watchers, man. I do not want to deal with them. Why is my okay, bro. Come on, load. There we go. Like I can't even see my chat right now, so it's great. It's great news. Great news. Get great rewards by purchasing or gifting subscriptions to my channel. Oh, that's what it's saying. Okay. Didn't but I don't wait, gifting rewards? Like what rewards are you gifting me? You know, I don't know how Twitch works. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. And of course I can't see the stupid chat because the stupid telling people, ooh, gift is blocking it. Like, go away. Dismiss. Do you feel better after sickness? Yeah, I most part do. I still am coughing decent amount. Not as much as I was at this point. I'm better, but pretty good. Just have to beat this, you know. Can a man beat? Oh. Can a man beat his biggest challenge? Okay, so I already know he's on my. So, go. That's crazy. That is crazy. I this is horrible. Play horror games on the 31st. I don't have. Actually, that's just straight up cap. I was gonna say I don't have any horror games I could play, but yeah, I'm not particularly excited that there's so many horror games I have that are like, I want to play, but I know deep down if I play them, I'm gonna hate my life. Okay, can we chill out, bro? Like my thing is like horror games, they sound fun on paper. Then you actually play it. At least for me, and then I start thinking, man, you know, I wish the next 2 hours of my life don't exist. That's what I think. You get views from the poo-poo in your panties, bro. That's crazy. That is crazy. No, I mean, maybe. I don't know. There's plenty of horror games, though, I have on the mind. I still have to finish this game called Cry of Fear. Um, well, the reason why I didn't finish it is because I was scared. And I don't like playing scary games. No, I'm just kidding. No, the reason why I didn't finish it was that, well, it was actually because I was so scared that I couldn't even bring the idea of playing it again was like impossible. FNAF Pizza Simulator, which you ditched. Oh, well, that's because it got really hard. I wasn't. It became a point where I mean, it was scary somewhat in the beginning, and then eventually I just kind of realized it's not that scary, and then it just became like, oh, this is just annoying because I don't know how to beat it. So then I was just like, oh, well, where's the fun in trying to solve a major issue that is kind of up to chance? I'm scared because I poo-pooed my panties. Bro, no. I don't. I've never played a game that's made me poop my pants. Bro, coach it. That's the truth. I don't know. I feel like that's weird to poop your pants while playing a game. That's weird. I'll never, well, I can't say I'll never be scared, so scared that I poop my pants, but I would like to believe. Okay, excuse me. That's really risky. What horror movies did you watch this fine month? I don't watch movies, and also I'll never watch horror movies. Oh my god, I got demolished. I need to lock in. I really need to beat this, because once I beat this, the game's gonna get better, right? Right. Okay. Nah, but like seriously though, like I will never watch a horror movie. I think the only quote unquote horror movie I've ever watched is the Five Nights at Freddy's horror movie. And I wouldn't consider that scary, so there you go. I don't know. I mean, horror is not my type of cup of tea. Because all it takes is someone to put like a creepy little, you know, music file over an image of like some eyes, and I'll be thinking, oh, I'm done. It's like, well, why is that music playing? There's gotta be something happening with those eyes. Oh, and then you think, wow, I'm gonna get jump scared, and it never happens because you're just overthinking. Go eat hot chicken soup. Okay, I hate soup. Screw soup. What about Terrifier 3? I don't even know what that is. Not gonna... Bro, can we chill? Can we chill? Can we chill, buddy? I don't know what that is. Can we chill? Alright, let's lock in for real. So, yeah, is that locking in? I'd like to think not. Okay, I need to focus up on... Oh. It's a gory horror movie. Bro, what's the appeal of gore in a horror movie? Ooh, golly D, so good! Oh. He's gonna hit the sword combo dupo. Oh no. Bro, can we chill? Can we chill? I knew I should have been in greedy mode. Greedy mode is never optimal. Okay, I mean, no, stop swinging and... Okay. Can we... Hey! Ain't no way bro says Golly D in 2024 is crazy. Bro, if you don't say Golly D in 2024, I think you're crazy. Oh! Excuse me! Okay, this is not an optimal moment. I could have backstabbed him. Wait, that's the boss. Wait, what? Oh my god. Oh! Oh, they're fighting. Oh. Probably more buffoons, more better. It's crazy. Let me tell you, if I ever caught, Donald... Okay, I'm not going there. If I ever caught Donald Trump saying golly D, I'll tell you. I don't know why it has to be him, but I'm just, you know, or even... I'm not going there. That's just... See, I knew that was going to happen. So I'm losing so heavily, like, I just suck. What is happening? Oh, wait, this is good. This is for the better. The better of humanity. That was a backstab. Don't lie to me like that. I don't like being lied to. Who do you want to win the elections? I'm not telling you. I'll tell you this, I'm voting. All I know is if you don't know who to vote for, just put, uh, well, I was gonna say something really stupid. Bonk! Okay. Let's go, let's go. Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm dead. Okay. You'll vote for Playboy Cardi. Yeah, I'll vote for the guy who's addicted to a PlayStation. Nah, I was gonna say, if you don't know who to vote for, I mean, you could just put Hall the Boss, even though that's not, never mind. That would never, that's like saying I'm gonna put Aiden Ross for president. Like, bro, it's not his real name, you know. Almond? I did not. Did not. Nah, but seriously though, it's like, I'm not talking more about that stuff. Paul will make mac and cheese free for himself. What does that mean? Free? Free my boy, mac and... Okay, I don't know. Bro, I haven't had mac and cheese. Actually, that's cap, because I had it recently, but, like, before that, it's been, like, a month. I only have it, like, once or twice a month. Like, so that's why it's a luxury. So, it's like, the best things in life are the things that are luxurious. That's why, they say when you're rich and you start eating rich people food, you get used to it and you don't think much of it. Right? So, if you keep things sparse, your favorite things will always be your favorite. Until something new comes along. Example, mac and cheese, cheesecake might... Okay, that's disturbing. I mean, sorry, but no. Maybe, though. I really like my cheesecake. Oh! Nice hit, buddy. Nice hit. Nice hit. Nice hit. You don't know who you're talking to. You don't even know who you're talking to, buddy. Okay, we get some more hits in. Look around. Look. Oh, yep. See. And then bonk. And then get free hit. No. We're gonna overanalyze this. We're gonna overanalyze this. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh yes. What in the what? Excuse me. What? What? Was I fighting the wrong one? No, I wasn't. Why are you targeting? Okay. Oh! Oh! Okay, yeah, you fight to the death. What is happening? What is happening? Oh, what is happening? Oh! Okay, bro, I need to... Bro. Don't do it! Oh. I said don't. No, what the hell? Alright, yes, okay, this is all optimal. Yes, and then this is all according to plan. Okay, yeah, just, chill. Damn. Like Joe Biden, who has the button for ice cream, but no, he doesn't. Actually, oh yeah, he does. I forgot about that. What? Okay, so I'm reading this and I see you'll have a button in the Black House, bro. Like, bro, it's the White House. Now that I think about it, the White House, that is excluding a lot of groups of people. It's basically saying whites are superior, which is just not true. Obviously, I don't think that's what the intention of it was. Actually, yeah, why would you the more I think about it, the more stupid it is, because it's like, okay, so you're making a building pure white where it's super obvious where it's located because it's like no other building in the world is just pure white from the outside. So it's like, oh, I wonder where the White House is, the most important building for like if you want to, just do mass destruction to the government. Where is it? Is it the building that's all white that no other building looks like? Oh, like, bro, that is silly. Could have made it blend in or something. Yeah, I mean, obviously the problem is now it's like, oh, so you're thinking about attacking the White House? No, I'm not thinking about that. Well, okay. Obviously I was when I was talking about it, but that was all hypothetical. So I just dug myself into a hole. Like, dude. Like, really? That hole was unnecessary. Can I backstab? Alright, let's get some good old-fashioned hitters. Alright. Oh! Alright. Yeah. Oh! Okay. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I'm really? Oh! Okay, good. You aggroed him immediately. That is optimal. Optimal. Can you hit him, please? Damn, like you suck at hitting. Oh my god. Let's go. War never changes. That's a Fallout new. Volley. Whoa. Okay. I have my back to the wall. My back to the enemy. Okay. Oh, I thought he was much, what was it? Okay. It's actually going pretty well, if I do say so myself. What are they fighting? Okay. Can I just, like... Oh. This is stupid. I'll tell you it's stupid. Oh! Please. Yeah, okay, go. Boom! Okay. Oh! Okay, that's unfair. That is literally unfair. That is... Bro, can we... Oh my god. Like, now I'm cooked because, like, stupidity. Like, bro. I heard him on my left. Heard my boy Clinky in my left. Yes, fight him. No! Okay. War. Never change. Oh, brother. I'm cooked. Oh! Jeez. Okay. Can you... This is crazy. This is stupid. This is absolutely stupid. I literally couldn't dodge. Oh my... Bro, like losing all these heals on what was a good attempt. What just happened was... Wait, that was the boss. Oh. Alright, 4 heals in the second phase. I mean, things could definitely go well. Okay. Don't do it. Don't! I said don't do it! Like, what? Now, where did my heals go? I had... Oh my god. Bro! God, this is so stupid. I hate when... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna act like AI can talk. Like, I mean, can listen to me. Like, I was gonna say, oh, wow, I hate when AI, stupid, the boss doesn't listen to me. Like, oh, what is it supposed to do? Listen to me? Like, no, no, no. Would you have 5 inches or 8 inches? That's a... What is that question? Would I? I don't know. Like, what? What do you mean? Like, I would imagine you'd want me to say 8, so I'll say 8. To be honest, yeah, I probably want 8 inches. But I feel like there's gotta be a catch. There's no way it's just like, oh, would you like? It's like asking someone, would you like? No. I don't know. Actually, yeah, never mind. Pause the yapper, bro? No, I'm not. No, no. No, no. No, no. Well, you know what? I'll say this. You just make up questions that make no sense. Why the hell? Who asked, like, would you prefer 2 sizes? Well, like, what does that mean? There's an ulterior motive. It's evident in those we proclaim. Alright. Oh, I did not want to dodge. Yes. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. You think I don't hear that? Ooh, 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 baby. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Baby. Okay, so we're stupid. Stupid. Wow, I'm playing with death. I'm risking my whole life. Playing with fire. Damn. Come on, backstab. Oh my god, I had that in the bag. And then, you know, obvious reasons, it just didn't happen. Backstab. What? I hear, oh, oh, oh. Get out of there, get out of there. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm so lucky, I'm a lucky man. Okay, yeah, so, no, 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 no. Exactly what I didn't want to happen. Happened. Can I get a free backstab? No. This is outrageous. This is diabolical. Oh, it's really not that diabolical anymore. Because, boom. Like, bro, oh my god, that was actually, like, textbook perfect. And then the guy is going to come in. Come on, fight, 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 fight. Fight. Oh, yes. No, bro, no. No. Can you fight? Yes, 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 yes. And then I'll fight this guy, and life will be good. Life is the highway. Oh, we take it all night long. Okay, so I might be a little stupid. Bro, okay, so now all my heals are going down the drain for the perfect fights. It's making me annoyed. Bonk. Okay, perfect. Oh! Oh my god. This is outrageous. I'm telling you, this is outrageous. I'm telling you. It's outrageous. That was actually crazy. Like, bro, really? Oh, saying bonk like he's fun boy, bro. Chill out. Bro, I make sound effects with my mouth whenever I feel deemed necessary. It does not mean... Bro, let me explain it this way. I've been making noises with my mouth since a child. So if you ever think that makes me a fanboy, then not too bad. I guess I am one. Oh, wow. Your uncle makes those noises for you 80% of your childhood. The rest is for you begging mac and cheese. No, no, no. That's just not even remotely true. I only, bro, like, I'm just gonna be honest, my uncles are never been relevant in my life at all. My opinion, at least. Well, it is my opinion. That was a really stupid time to add my opinion, but what? It's my opinion. Yes! Backstab! Get ravaged. We like... Boom! Oh my god! I hear your friend. Oh, oh, oh. Oh! Is that a pumpkin? Alright. Okay, I'm about to get pissed off. Like, stop taking damage to stupid stuff? Like, please? I mean, that wasn't as stupid, so I'll accept it. What just happened? That is not normal. Bruh. Okay, I'm literally, this is outrageous. Yeah, just keep fighting. I keep on fighting, buddy. Bro. Bro. What? Okay. This is diabolical. Honestly, no, that was actually crazy. I did not expect him to just destroy me literally instantly in one fellow swoop. That's why I think my armor sucks. No, that's not even the issue. I'm deflecting. Okay. Like, bro. What do you know about deflecting at late night? I dare you to widen my eyes? Bro, my eyes, like, to me, my eyes are wide. Oh no. I don't know. I like to think my eyes are wide, but the problem is, I've noticed is that I seem to always be looking down. Like my camera is facing well, like not down. See, my camera's not facing down. It's facing like forwards. So well, obviously it's facing a little down because otherwise it wouldn't see me. But use that so you can see the future and how to dodge. No, because no. Do you know that actually takes effort to widen my eyes like that? It's not like, oh yeah, that's just... It doesn't make me see more, actually. Yeah, I don't know what it does. Why? Yeah, what does that do? It does something, clearly, because I feel something. Like, I know it, obviously... I'm not even... I don't even want to talk about that. Oh, jeez! This is why you gotta Look after your children. Bro, I'm literally... What in the world? Did I run out of stamina or something, bro? Backstab? And you... Oh, you nuisance. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Don't... Okay, good. Good! I am not rizzing nobody up. Oh! Come on. Yay! Okay. Yippee! Yippee! I'm so, Oh, why? Okay. Wait, I hear more than one. Oh. What is happening? What? No, 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 no. Alright. Wait, what the? Bro. Oh! Excuse me? Bruh. Oh my god. Bro. Now I'm like basically dead. This is just fantastic. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Don't do it. Oh. Ah! Bruh. This is getting crazy. You know, the funny part is, I guarantee those coughs are cut out because I have the noise suppression on. Give me a Skippy Risen. Why? I don't even know what that means. I have no idea what that even means. Like, that doesn't make sense. The word Skibbity means nothing to me. I know something to do with a toilet. That's all I know, and that's all I want to know. But, like, bro, how do you have a toilet combined with Riz? Like, bro, this is stupid. Now it's just getting out of hand. Like, bro. I like that I live a life where I'm not part of this dumbness, even though I'm still participating in it with other ways. Like, oh, I have to watch the stupid KSI memes. Like, oh, God. That reminds me, bro, in the last, like, since, like, I haven't streamed in, like, a week, and since then, bro, let me tell you, it seems like they keep saying, oh, KSI is canceled, he's gone, and it seems like every single other day, there's, like, a new reason to cancel him. It's like, okay, so, his career's cooked. Well, if it's already cooked, then how is it getting more cooked? Like, explain. Clearly, his career's not cooked. These people don't understand what they're saying. Okay, hello. Just participate. See, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, did you watch Lunchly and do the... Bro! Oh my god. Do the Talk to a podcast? Like, bro, it's just not even funny. It's just stupid. Like, I never found it funny when people said that. I was just like, oh, jeez. The worst part is both of those things are trash. I think that's the... Well, obviously, that's the reason why people are talking about it. Like, they're both, like, extreme... Well, I mean, Lunchly's not that popular, but... Talk to him? How is that? I don't know if it was relevant now, but it was relevant at one point. It's like, bro, what? I literally saw some of my favorite creators, like, watching it unironically. I was just like, it's over. Don't do it. Okay. I said don't do it, and you did it. You did the exact thing I literally said in my head. And then that happens, so... Whatever. Whatever. I mean, bro, by the way, the whole Diddy thing is crazy. But you know, I've said this before, but I'll say it again, bro. It's like, you know, it's like, bro, how do you? There's two things about it. One, how did they not lock him up sooner? I never understood why, like, these people, it takes them so long to lock him up. It's like, bro, like, dude, it clearly, if there's over 100 victims, you should have been locked up 100 victims ago. Like, what are we saying? Did you like Diddy songs before the allegations? No, I literally, after the allegations, by the way, a couple months ago, I listened to his music. Just like, I knew he made songs. I just never bothered listening to them, and they're trash. They're not even good. So I was just like, oh, I'm not missing anything. At least in my opinion, they're trash. I don't know. I don't. I just remember thinking, these are not good. Like I couldn't find any songs where I was like, damn, this is great. Then again, I only looked at like 5 songs, and they were supposedly his most popular. So that's the thing about Spotify that I don't like. It's like I want to see the most popular songs, right? If I'm looking for a new artist, I want to see what are their like biggest hits, and it always does this thing where it doesn't do that. It always doesn't show all of the biggest hits, but like does it in a weird way. Like I don't know how to describe it. It just like mixes like modern day music they released recently with like I want to see the stuff with the most streams, but then again, now I realize, never mind. Wait, whoa, 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 whoa! Oh my god, I actually might have been a little stupid. The most sparked up thing and evidence that locked them up is when they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil. And the lawyer said they bought chunks of them from Costco. Yeah, and then the whole Costco doesn't even sell that much, or it doesn't sell baby oil, I think, or I don't remember what it was, but that's not the reason why I got locked up. That just makes them look more guilty, obviously. You have a horrible lawyer if that's... By the way, he has one of the worst lawyers ever. Like, what lawyer says that? Like, without fact-checking if Costco even sells all that? Like, what are we doing? That is seriously one of the worst lawyers ever. Yes, fight. That really should have been a backstab, but whatever. If he hits me, alright. They didn't have to do Costco like that. They should have mentioned Sam's Club. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Bro, hello? Lock in. Like, bro, what are we doing? I have 6 heals. I should not have a reason to... I can't die. Okay. Bro, I haven't even hit it yet. Once. Okay. Bro, what in the world? I'm dead. No? What? Bro! Cooked. Bro! Cooked. Bro, I'm cooked. Bro. Bro, I'm literally getting the backstabs. Like, what? There we go. Oh my god, I actually might beat it. Oh my god, if I beat this, I'm gonna be so happy. Oh man! Please. Oh yeah! Oh my god, 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 it's gonna go, oh, 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 okay. Oh, ha. Oh my god. Oh, I just went through a roller coaster of emotions there, bro. Like, what is this? This is horrible. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. I should have. Well, did not say Hawk 2, bro. That's what you clipped? That's what you clipped? Okay, bro. Your mind is in the gutter, bro. If that's what's in my... Bro, who cares if I said that? Bro, who cares? Who cares? I can't even bother putting my... I can't... Like, I just... Putting my hand on my the other hand on my controller right now is just suboptimal. Because I gotta take the walk of shame. Clipped you dying. Okay. Let's go say, bro. No, that's actually devastating. You don't even understand how devastating this is. Because not only did I, like, quit the game originally because of this boss. Because it was so hard. And I was seeing the end of the light. The end of the tunnel. The darkness was full of light on the other side. I saw it. I could have grasped it with my hand. I was literally 1 inch away from grasping to the end. And then, well, you know, my mind got rushed by the thoughts of evil. Oh, you know, I should be greedy. That's why I literally thought, ooh, I'm going to be greedy because it's only 1 hit. Oh, look where that got me. I fumbled every single attack he put at me. So, every single hit. I had extra heal, too, and I lost it all! As Vladimir Putin says, don't give up until your enemy dies. I mean, yeah. Bro, it's so devastating. I'm still devastated, by the way. I'm not gonna forget this. This is devastation. Predation. If I have a couple of bad attempts, I'm just gonna go straight to reactions, and then I'm gonna come back to this, because obviously, like, this is that was just downright trash. What just happened there? Don't do it. He didn't do it. So he listened to me. Oh, you good little man. Good little man. Good little man. Don't do it. Okay, he did it. He did it. He did the thing, but like, actually, whoa, wait. Oh, damn. Okay, that was crazy. Yeah, nowadays I find that whenever I lay on my, with my sickness now, it's whenever I'm in my bed and I start laughing, I cough an extreme amount. Anyway, that's not relevant. Not relevant remotely. Alright, yeah, gang up on the fights. Actually, don't gang up. Oh! Yonkers! Okay. Okay, so that was... I'm cooked. I'm literally cooked. Why did I dodge that way? Okay, yeah. Am I slow? Oh! Okay, yeah. Beef! Yes! Beef! Yes, kill. Yes! Okay. Okay, you know it's good when you get back-to-back second phase in the fight that you never get to second phase on. Okay, now, I have to play a lot better because I only have 4 heals. But I understand now what he does. Do I actually? Because I don't remember any of those attacks. Okay, yeah, I'm losing for sure now. Yeah. Oh. What? Bruh. Okay, you know what they say, 3 times the charm. So I'll do 2 more attempts, and if they go trash, well, I'm gonna consider that trash, but I just, the problem is when you see, okay, let's word it this way. When a man man gets edged, let's word it to the common folk, the young folks. Man gets edged, but doesn't make it to the final point, but he's teased. It might feel great to realize you're not finished, and you can't finish. There you go. The funny part is, if that gets clipped, it's gonna be like, well, what's the context? Context is, oh, I'm stuck on a boss. What is that? Like, that just doesn't, etching that doesn't go hand in hand. Alright, anyways. I'll send you a try not to cringe video. Oh my god, you're right. I should watch those. I might just watch that. Right. I'm just not go there. I remember when I was dead broke. I remember when I was dead. Okay, can we chill out with the dead brokenness? I remember when I was dead broke. Like, bruh. Actually, I just realized I say that lyric all the time, by the way. And I'm actually not dead broke, but I'm not rich by any stretch of the imagination. I know he's behind me. Look to my left. What do I see? A man. And his... I don't know how the rhyme goes. Man and his, blah, blah, blah. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Okay. You made me blush, bro. No. Let me tell you that is not true. I don't, to be honest, yeah, I'm gonna be honest here. I sure hope. That's gonna sound weird, but I'm gonna say it. Okay. I sure hope that I don't blush, obviously. Because if that's the case, I'm cooked. Let's just say that. And not because of what happened. No. I'm talking about just other details. Like if, you feel your face get hot and you're thinking, damn, this is horrible timing. Well, it shows I'm cooked. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm cooked. Hope it doesn't I don't think it's the case because otherwise someone would comment on it, but who knows? There's a lot of things people won't say. For example, if I saw someone with poo stain on his butt, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna tell him, man, bro, you have a poo stain on your butt. I'm not gonna say that, especially if I don't know him, you know. So there's a good chance that people wouldn't tell me. You know, like, bro, seriously, I'd be cooked. You got slapped when you rizzed up a girl? Okay, first off, I hate to say this, but I have not, like, actually, quote-unquote, rizzed up a girl ever since the word Riz came out. Like, I have not done it. The last time I did it was before the word was real. So, I'm cooked. Actually, that's not even true. I'm wrong. Why? I don't know why I said that. I forgot it came out when I was in junior year. But it's been about 2 years. Or actually, no, it's only been a year. Never mind. See, I'm being really stupid, and I was gonna say some stuff, and I realized, yeah. But yeah, I mean, the point is like, you know, when he leaps at me, bro, it's scary. I dodged it. Excuse me. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to take a break in this game because it's just clearly not working out. It's clearly not working out. So here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna switch from reactions. But first, I want to clean my glasses because they're kind of dirty. I barely can see out of them right now. They're super dirty, and that's probably because of dumb stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna do something called turn off my camera, clean them so they're no. Because I hate to say it, but without glasses, I look like the biggest idiot in the world. So I prefer to not show that. Oh, much better. I can see. Oh my god. Um, 2 cringe videos. All right. Bro, it hasn't even been an hour, bro. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Alright, let's close this game. Actually, before I close it, bonk, 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 bonk. Try not to cringe. You know what? I'll find my own, cause. Yeah, this guy. I should. And then you're gonna be like, oh. Why is bro so insecure? Because I honestly think I was an ugly person. Actually, it's not. Mm. Alright, I think I found a video. Yeah, okay. Okay. So, let me turn off the game. Well, actually, first, let me, does your parents still you call me handsome? My parents have never called me handsome, actually. Well, the only time I've been... Bro, can my stream shut up? Okay. Alright, the only time I've been called handsome is... well, I have been called handsome by my parents, but that's only when, like, oh, wow, I'm wearing a suit. Like, oh, wow, I mean, you expect to be called handsome when you're wearing a suit. You know? Alright, let me close out the game. Oh, I forgot. Right, because you gotta reload the entire openings part of the game before you can close it. Damn. Beep. Quit. Alright, cool beans. Oh, there's no way I just said cool beans. There is no way. I will tell you there is no way. Well, I did say it, so that's unfortunate, but hey, there is a way. There is a way. Alright. Let me turn on the good old-fashioned display capture, and yeah, we're gonna start off by looking at ultimate TikTok cringe compilation. Bro, look at that thumbnail though. I don't even want to watch this. I really don't. But you know, you know what? I'm gonna make it a challenge. Actually, there's the problem with cringing is I don't even know how to define it. Like, I can't say, oh, I'm not gonna cringe. If I cringe, the video ends or stream ends. Like that's stupid because I can't define it. Well, I can. Y- The point is, oh, I see the Island Boys. All right, you know, those are Island Boys on the right, exactly. So you know it's gonna be a good video. The point is, I'm not gonna do this whole like, ooh, try not to cringe because it's hard to define the exact moment I cringe. But oh, well, you know what I just saw. I'm gonna skip. Yeah, why we have to watch the like she spit out water and that's just disgusting. It's not even cringe. It's just disgusting. I don't want to see a girl spit up water. Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
I think you dropped this.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I already hate watching this. God. This is worse than. No, okay. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. That would be stupid. That would be stupid to say that. I was gonna say this would be worse than playing a horror game, but honestly, I would rather watch this.
That's not mine.
Yeah, I know. I needed an excuse to come and talk to you.
Batman, I caught a little Pokemon. Do you want to know what Pokemon I
Did you
caught?
draw that? That's pretty good.
What Pokemon did you catch, Joker?
I caught a little punny, Batman. I caught a little punny.
Oh no, Joker. Don't tell me.
You already know it, Batman. You know what I'm gonna do to that thing.
Joker, it's an animal, Joker, you can't.
Batman, there's no laws against the Pokemon, Batman. I can do whatever I want with it.
What?
No, go, Joker.
What?
No, don't do it.
I'm gonna do it, Batman.
Wait, so what was that? By the way, that guy was talented as hell. Not only could he voice act well, but he also could draw. Every time you pause 5 times, you need to make a punishment for yourself. Screw you. I got a comment the other day. You know, he said, you pause too much. Screw you, or something like that. It's like, bro, you know what? You know what? If you don't like it, don't watch. How about dislike it too? Dislike it. How about this? You leave a hate comment. You make sure to watch all my other videos and leave multiple hate comments just to boost them all. Thank you. All right.
Sensational.
What is that guy's beard? No. What? Oh. I don't know what this is. I don't understand what I'm watching.
Alright, fine. I get it. Whatever.
People say join up and their titles are
head.
stupid.
I shaved my freaking head alive.
Oh.
Someone just get me a universe. I'm doing it right now.
Mommy. Yes, honey? Are angels flying? Yeah, they're flying. Why? Daddy called Nanny an angel. When will she fly? In short time.
Like what? These are not landing.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Why is this in here? I mean, it's not optimal or not rock. Okay, yeah, this is just. What is that coming out of his eyes? You know what I mean. It was in
The
West.
audacity you have writing comments like that? That is mean and painful for me and all cash sexual society. I said it one time and I will say it 100 times more. Cash sexuals are born that way and they're not gold diggers. The discrimination and labeling in our world is just insane. I am cash sexual and I stand by it.
What?
Thank you.
Okay. So you just do money? Okay, sure.
We know he's God and he no longer can be here. In honor of his legacy. We're not rioting, God. We're not shaming anybody, God. We're just humbling ourselves before you. Yes, Lord. You brought the thunder and rain today, God. Because Satan takes the L today. Father, in Jesus' name, you get the victory. Father, we ask for forgiveness from our black brothers and sisters for years and years of racism, of systematic racism.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Okay. The reason why I laughed is because the way that guy just looked up to the sky is funny. There's no. That's a Hurricane Milton. Wait, when was this made? It was made a year ago, bro. Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh.
For years and years of racism, of systematic racism.
I haven't seen you before. Can I ask, who are you?
I just moved from out of town.
Oh, so you're new. Do you like my new
This is
Dior?
crazy.
Is it something you can't afford? Not trying to be rude, but you look a little poor.
I love that necklace. Is it real gold? I think it's turning your neck green. I don't mean to be bold. Yeah, I can't afford designer and I shop at TJ Maxx, but all that money that you have can't buy you any class.
Oh my god, is my neck really turning green? Yeah, maybe you should get some real gold.
Why make this? Oh no.
Oh! Rules are rules, come on! Come on! I'm starving!
Oh.
Seriously, guys! Make her kiss me, come on!
Ooh.
It landed on you, jeez! Oh my god, hoes will be hoes!
I mean, oh. Damn. That was unexpected. That was pretty funny. No, but I mean, to be fair, if I was in a situation where I pointed at any guy, I mean, yeah, I'd probably do the same thing.
Get out!
Let's do the next
Get
one.
out!
Okay, can we cut that out? Okay, hello.
Okay,
I
what
was-
do you want? Tell me.
Attention.
Okay, I'm sorry. Here, I'll give you attention, okay? Yes, there you go. What do you say?
Bitch.
Excuse me? Why? Why am I a bitch?
Bitch.
Why? What do you want?
Attention.
Okay, I'll give you attention.
Bro, what is
Okay.
this? This is the definition of horrible.
There you go. There you
Where's the flamethrower? That's pretty funny. Okay, so we're following it up with even worse. I mean, this is just arguably worse. Oh, this is... Come on, the temptation to skip it. How long does this last? Bro, this lasts for another, what is that, 20 seconds? Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I just can't. I just can't do it. Can't do it.
Guaranteed to blow your mind. So turn around and touch the ground and get back up and boogie on down.
Okay, that wasn't that horrible. Could have been
Y'all, I'm
worse.
Pamela Pupkin, and you're about to do Pamela Pupkin's Halloween workout. Woo! This is Alan. All right, come on. Shake off the Skittles, shake off the Reese's, shake off those candy corns. Now ride the witch's broom. Ride the witch's broom. Ride the witch's broom. Ride the witch's broom. Squash Satan, kick him in the crotch. Squash Satan, kick him in the crotch.
mean-
Squash Satan, kick him in the crotch. Kick that Satan in
All I'll
the
say
crotch.
is it's
Zombies
somewhat
to the
creative
left.
way to get
Zombies
people
to
to
the
exercise, but like,
Zombies to the left.
no.
Zombies to the right.
Ooh. Ooh, what the heck? Okay. Can we stop? Can we stop? What? Why? Okay.
Hi. It feels so awkward talking to a camera for the first time. Hi, my name is Clay, otherwise known as Dream online.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, so I thought they were faking it. That was the funny part. I didn't think it was real.
But now you've seen my
That's
face.
actually a real reaction. That's
Obviously,
crazy.
you know who
No way, that's actually him! That's actually him!
A lot of you are probably
That's actually him!
why are you finally revealing your face? You haven't shown your face this entire time.
That's actually him!
It's because George, he's my
Why
best
is he
friend.
so excited?
He's
It's
been
lit.
in the UK,
Parasocial
trying to get a
relationships,
visa
am I
to come
right?
to America to come move here and move in with me and Sapnap, who have been living together.
That's actually him!
Other videos, man, so on. You've met them. If not,
Glorilla. Woo! Hey!
pull up in that ooh with a yeah.
Okay.
Get some
Um.
Thank you. That last one was called Lasagna Seduction. Once again, we are seasonal lesbian. We come all the way from Carl's mom's house. Yeah, this next one is called Gazebo Under Maintenance.
Bro, what? That is okay. I'm not even. It just brings back a memory. That name is crazy.
Are you having a hard time? Maybe you should eat some more fiber. How long are you going to just sit there for? Are you constipated? Hurry up! What do you mean you can't go with me watching? Cedric's poos are
I'm not gonna complain about this because, I mean, when I was younger, bro, this is probably something I would have done and thought, well, this is genius. Like, I mean, I used to make movies with my friends. Be like, ooh. And like, you know, think like, damn, this is great. When in reality, it was horrible. It's cringe. So to me, it's like, because you look, I mean, she looks 12, so I'm not gonna blame anyone.
Do you want me to leave? No! You can't stop me watching you. I like the way you sit on the toilet.
Okay, but now it's just
so
going away.
it
Okay.
seems to be wanting to happen now more in the afternoon, but just to prove that there's
It's literally
there. Jesus Christ.
What? Wait, whoa. Okay.
Pumpkin. Harassment.
What? What does this accomplish?
Caramel.
Caramel.
No.
Bit horrible.
Not sure what she said. Carrot juice, maybe?
Coconut milk.
Ooh.
Coconut milk.
I pronounce it like that.
Coffee.
What is this? Who's eating this? No, the worst part about this is like what the thing I hate about this really is just like this person is clearly like first off someone took the original video and added their own twist to it. Sure, that's fine. And then this person just sits here and you know goes ooh. I mean, you could argue that's literally what I'm doing. So yeah, actually, yeah, the more I think about it, the more I realize, yeah, this is just applicable to me, so shut up.
Perfect. Nasty.
What the hell? What the hell is this? Why make this? Why? Okay. I mean, they weren't that cringy, but they weren't. Some of them were bad, I'm not gonna lie. This try not to cringe challenge sucks. I mean, they kind of work. Okay, I'm not. Yeah, I just glanced at the comments for 2 milliseconds, and yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm just not going that right order. All right, fine. We'll do one more. How about it? Let's do this one. It's from a different person.
Who in the hell put the muffins in the freezer?
I did.
Oh, look at that tall drink of water, man. Ooh. Oh, hell no. You take that belt back, I know.
Never mind. These are bad. Your quests are better? I would doubt it. Not gonna go there. I looked at them. One of them was horrible. Tell you that. Yeah, these suck. This one sucks already. Okay. Anyways, you know what? Let's go to what is this? Wait, no. Let's go to what is this? Let's do YouTubers who record their last moments. Actually, I've been wanting to watch this one instead. The FBI's 10 most wanted explain. Bro, I've been seeing this in my recommended for like a hot month, and bro, I've been wanting to watch this so bad. Cause I was like, bro, I don't even know anyone on the list, and bro, I want to know how you get there. What do you do to get on the FBI's most wanted? What do you do to get the FBI after a man? Not trying to replicate it, by the way, for the record. For the record.
5 years, the FBI's top 10 most wanted list has helped bring down some of the nation's most dangerous criminals. As for what makes the list special, it only features criminals that the FBI deems to be especially serious threats to society. And to get on it, you basically have to do something extremely messed up or have a very lengthy record of major crimes. The story behind the list goes that back in 1949, a reporter asked the FBI to list out the 10 toughest guys that they were trying to catch so they could ask the public for help. After obtaining the list, the reporter published the criminals' pictures on the front page of the Washington Daily News, and the rest is history. Since then, the FBI has been able to catch almost 500 wanted fugitives thanks to public tips.
Really?
These are the current criminals on the list.
Okay, so this is why it exists? That's crazy.
Bhadresh Kumar Shetanbai Patel. On April 12, 2015, a CCTV camera captured 2 Dunkin' Donuts employees, one male and one female, walking towards the shop's back room at around 9:30 p.m. before disappearing from view. A few seconds later, the man comes back into the camera's view, and it seems as if nothing out of the ordinary took place in the minute that went down between the 2 clips. A few minutes later, customers alerted the police when they didn't see any employees in the shop, and that's when the cops discovered something horrifying.
What are we gonna...
Lying on the floor of the shop's back room was an Indian woman named Palak, lifeless, who had been pummeled to death by the man in the footage.
Bro,
As it was later revealed, the man who took Palak's life was her husband, Bhadresh Kumar.
Bro, that doesn't... Wait, what? Am I slow? Like, didn't she just come back?
As it was later revealed, the man who
what?
took Palak's life was her husband, Bhadresh Kumar. As the authorities later learned, the couple had been through a series of major arguments in the months leading up to that day. According to court documents, the 2 of their visas were about to expire in a few weeks. Palak wanted to go back to India, but Bhadresh Kumar wanted to stay in the US, and it looks like he couldn't find a better way to communicate his frustration with the situation than to brutally take his wife's life. After the crime, Bhadresh Kumar was last seen taking a taxi from a hotel in New Jersey to a train station in Newark, but what he did after that is really anyone's guess. To bring more attention to a suspect who might otherwise walk away scot-free, the FBI placed him on the most wanted list.
What?
As of today, there's a $250,000 reward
It's
to
a
bring
top
the suspect
10?
into
Alright, so this top 10 is not even hyped up at all. Like, I was hyping it up like, oh, dude, they're gonna be crazy. No, it's not.
custody. But almost 10 years after the crime, it looks like that won't happen anytime soon. Alejandro Rosales Castillo.
What year is this
The youngest suspect on the most wanted list, 26-year-old Alejandro Rosales Castillo, has been on the FBI's radar for more than 8 years. In 2016, he shot his female coworker Sandy Lee in a wooded area in Cabarrus County, North Carolina. A few days later, the female victim's car was located at a bus station in Phoenix, Arizona. As the authorities later found out, there were multiple people involved in the case, with the main ones being the victim, a woman named Amia Feaster, and Alejandro himself, all of whom worked together at a restaurant in Charlotte. During the investigation, the cops learned that Sandy Lee and Alejandro had briefly dated, and after their breakup, Castillo started dating his other coworker, Amia Feaster. According to court documents, Sandy Lee had apparently lent some money to Alejandro, and on August 9th of that year, he texted her to meet up with him at a Quick Trip located on Eastway Drive in Charlotte, claiming that he was going to pay her back. Disturbingly, that's when Castillo decided to rob her at gunpoint, take her life, and flee to Mexico. In an eerie clip of CCTV footage that was later released by the authorities, the suspect can be seen crossing the Mexican border through Nogales, Arizona, along with his girlfriend Amia.
Okay, yeah, I've always wondered how you can just do that, by the way, like... So it's just that easy to cross the border? It's just this simple? Walk through the door? Like, there's no way. There's no way.
A couple of months later that same year, Amia turned herself into the authorities in Mexico and was charged with accessory after the fact of felony murder and larceny of a motor vehicle. Based on her testimony, she and Alejandro had been staying with the killer's cousin. At some point, Castillo had once again disappeared with no explanation, and that's when she decided to turn herself in. As of 2024, the FBI has no further clues that could lead to Castillo's arrest. Right now, all they know is that he's probably still living in Mexico. The last time he was seen, he wore his hair short and shaved on the sides, but that's pretty much all they have to go on. As of today, there's still a $250,000 reward out for his arrest, but there have been no further updates on his case.
Okay.
Before we move on, I wanted to take some time
Shut up.
reportedly
Okay, wait, so how long is this? By the way, look at this.
quarter
Alright.
aura, which has become
So 14:14 we'll say it starts, and it ends
It's
at 5:36. Okay, so it's only a minute, but I was acting like a minute is a long time. A minute is a long time. Well, it's more than a minute, but you know what I mean.
Ruja Ignatova. In 2016, the Bulgarian entrepreneur Ruja Ignatova stepped on stage in a beautiful red dress at the Coin Rush global event in Wembley, London to talk about her vision for the future of her crypto company OneCoin.
What?
During the presentation,
Why are we
she
letting
claimed
people?
that in
Okay, well, first off, I'm not gonna. Okay, first off, why am I struggling to speak? Well, because let's just say, never mind, we're not going there. Why are we letting people be able to just promote their little stupid virtual coins like this? Like, dude, look how many people are in the crowd. Like, yay! There's a new virtual coin. I'm gonna lose all my money. Yay! Like, bro, really?
years, everyone would forget about Bitcoin and that OneCoin would dominate the crypto world as the one true cryptocurrency.
Yeah, OneCoin.
It's hard to imagine that any of her excited, applauding investors knew that they were stepping into what was later described by the New York Times as one of the biggest scams in history.
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious because 99% of the times when a new coin's released, it's a pump and dump scheme. Wow. Get people to, you know, get excited and like, ooh, I'm gonna invest, and then boom. Flops because you take all your money out when it's at its peak.
For years, Ruja, or the crypto queen as she's known nowadays, promised her buyers a 5-fold and even 10-fold return on their investment in OneCoin.
Yeah, okay, so why would you
normally
listen
these
to
kinds of claims are an immediate red flag, but because the entire world was scrambling to get on the crypto action, a ton of investors jumped at the opportunity without thinking twice.
They are
resulting
not
in a
real
massive
investors. Those people are dummies. That's what they are. They're not. If real investors would know to not be dumb. Okay, well, obviously that's not true, but you know, real investors wouldn't just do that because then they'd. It's not an investment remotely. Like, what are you investing in? A virtual coin? Ooh, golly dee, it's virtual.
OneCoin buying frenzy. Between 2014 and 2016, OneCoin raked in more than $4 billion from unsuspecting investors, with more than $50 million coming from investors in the US. As the investors learned when they bought into OneCoin, the company was pretty much a pyramid scheme in which they were rewarded for recruiting their friends to buy it as well. And for a while, the shady multi-level marketing model seemed to be working for Ruja. However, in 2016, a lot of her investors started complaining that they were really struggling to sell their OneCoins and that they didn't see how they'd ever recoup their investments. Word started to spread online that OneCoin was a scam, which drew the attention of the media as well as federal investigators. Unfortunately, it was a little too late by then. Less than a year and a half after her presentation in Wembley, Ruja got on a plane from Bulgaria to Greece and was never seen again. Disturbingly, during the investigations, a bunch of really messed up emails written by Ruja were leaked by federal investigators in which the crypto queen made it more than clear that she knew she was scamming people out of their hard-earned money from the very start. In some of her emails, she admitted that the company wasn't actually mining any coins, that her coin was trash, and that her investors were idiots for trusting her. In one of her emails, she proposed an exit strategy to her partner Carl Greenwood, which consisted of taking the money, running away, and blaming somebody else.
So this is the problem when you have other people and you tell them your plans. You are cooked. I mean, in this case, she's not because she got away somehow, but who knows how. She's off the grid. Oh, we off the grid. All right, enough. The point is that you should never tell people that you don't trust with your life, your plans, when you're committing crimes, because they will be rats.
For the whole thing. During the investigation, Carl ended up pleading guilty to wire fraud and conspiracy to launder money, for which he was sentenced to 20 years in prison. As it was later revealed, the FBI had been onto Ruja long before she fled from Bulgaria, even recruiting her.
Wait. So let's look at this again. Got a full-on logo for their own plane. That's crazy.
As it was later revealed, the FBI had been onto Ruja long before she fled from Bulgaria, even recruiting her American boyfriend to look into her company's practices for them. After
See,
learning
exactly.
about
See, this is what you get because guess what? He probably ratted out because probably was offered some good rewards, or just offered no jail time too. That could be a possibility.
her extremely sketchy business practices and her grand scheme to steal billions of dollars from investors all around the world, she was charged with wire fraud, money laundering, and securities fraud. This promptly landed her a spot on the FBI's most wanted list, becoming only the 11th woman to earn that distinction. Looking into her past to find clues as to what could have influenced Ruja to do something so nefarious, federal investigators found some pretty interesting stuff. As it turns out, Ruja was fluent in 4 languages, was extremely intelligent, once had a job at a high-ranking consulting firm, and had been obsessed with fashion and maintaining her image from a very young age.
Okay.
It was only with the benefit of hindsight that prosecutors were able to clearly see how she used all these qualities to carry out her malicious plans.
Bro, okay.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like...
It was pretty funny. There is no way you just said that. With hindsight, we can now. Okay, like, bro, that's a pointless sentence. Like, I don't know. I don't know why. I found that stupid.
Like the FBI will find her anytime soon. It's been rumored that after fleeing the country, the Crypto Queen may have drastically altered her appearance with plastic surgery, and is believed to travel with armed guards at all times. Disturbingly, there have also been several allegations that she was murdered by an accomplice, but this hasn't been proven. If she is still alive, the FBI suspects Ruja is traveling on a German passport to the United Arab Emirates, Bulgaria, Germany, Russia, Greece, and multiple countries in Eastern Europe. Considering how elusive she's been since her disappearance almost 8 years ago, it's unlikely the FBI will ever find out what became of Ruja Ignatova after pulling
my
off...
thing is, by the way, is why... So they caught on to her, right? Caught on to her plans, her little pyramid scheme, right? My thing is... Caught on. Do something. Why did you take, like, another year or something, or however long you took, to then, be like, oh, now we want to take on. Want to arrest her. It's like, bro, what?
One of the largest
I never
financial
understood
scams
that.
in
Why it
history.
takes so long to actually, like, take someone down.
Arnaldo Jimenez. On May 12, 2012, Arnaldo Jimenez and his wife Estrella went out to celebrate their wedding in a black 2006 four-door Maserati. Less than 24 hours after the couple had said their vows, Arnaldo knifed his wife to death in the car, dragged her into the bathroom tub of her apartment in Burbank, Illinois, and disappeared without a trace. Dragged her into the bathroom tub of her apartment in Burbank, Illinois, and disappeared without a trace. When Estrella didn't come back to pick up her kids at school the next day, her family called the cops, who ended up finding Estrella's remains still in her wedding dress in her bathtub.
That's crazy.
Immediately, a nationwide search for Arnaldo was launched.
Damn.
But
Okay,
by that time, the suspect was long gone. During the investigation...
Unk? Memorize? What does this mean? Okay, bro's calling me Unk. Like, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy.
And it was revealed that Jimenez had reached out to a friend before fleeing and told him, if anyone asks where I am...
Oh, look at this. Look at this idiot. Look at this idiot. He's trusting friends. Don't trust your friends. Okay, life lesson. Don't trust your friends if you're committing crimes. Come on. Are we stupid? Why would you tell him, oh, I'm going here if I don't get, if I get caught, whatever he said. What did he say?
Had reached out to a friend before fleeing and told him, if anyone asks where I am, tell them I went to Mexico.
So now we know you're not in Mexico. Because you're an idiot and his little friend was a rat. By the way, I support rats. Okay.
And the authorities have received multiple tips that Jimenez may have fled to Durango or Tamaulipas, Mexico, where he's believed to be hiding out with family members.
Wait, so he actually
Initially,
is in Mexico?
a $100,000 reward was issued for anyone with information that could lead to his arrest.
Bro planned
But
it
4
out.
years after he was placed
He
on
planned
the
his friend to be a rat. It's crazy.
list, the FBI increased the reward to $250,000.
That's it.
Burbank police have stated that in the past 12 years, they've received hundreds of tips about Arnaldo's whereabouts, but none of them had led to anything significant. After the crime, investigators traced his phone and determined that he had traveled from Chicago to Tennessee, then to Arkansas, and from there to Hidalgo, Texas, very close to the Mexican border. They were unfortunately unable to determine where he went after that. Police have also revealed that the car in which Arnaldo carried out his heinous crime was never found. If the suspect is ever caught, he'll be spending the rest of his life in prison for first-degree murder and unlawful flight to avoid prosecution. But based on how things have played out since the last time he was seen, it's unlikely Arnaldo will ever...
Here's the thing. I hate to say it, but bro, this guy can just stay in another country for the rest of his life and be chilling, because he's not wanted in other countries. It's kind of sad, but it's true.
Repay for his atrocious crime. Vatel Ominison. As the leader of one
That
of
guy looks
Haiti's
crazy, I'm
largest
not
and
gonna
most
lie.
violent criminal gangs, Craze Barry, Vatel Ominison, which do not let his name fool you, he is indeed not innocent, has terrorized the region for years, earning a spot on the FBI's most wanted list for his role in a string of brutal kidnappings and murders. In October 2021, he collaborated with the notorious 400 Mawozo gang to carry out the high-profile kidnapping of 17 Christian missionaries in Haiti. Disturbingly,
Well, it's not
5
even,
of the kidnapping
well, here's my
victims
thing.
were
Why
children.
are these people not even, like, if it's, okay. Never mind.
One as young as 8 months old.
I might be silly.
Held at gunpoint, the hostages were reportedly kept captive for 2 months while the gangs demanded a ransom of $1 million per hostage. It was only after an anonymous donor paid an undisclosed sum to Craze Barry and 400 Mawozo that the missionaries were finally released. Based on court documents, Innocent and his crew ended up spending the ransom money on weapons. That same year, the Haitian president was assassinated, which caused Innocent's influence to grow exponentially in the chaos that engulfed the country. In the aftermath of the assassination, Craze Barry claimed new territories and expanded their ranks quicker than the cops could even keep track of. In 2023, Craze Barry boasted an
He's
estimated
playing
6
GTA in real life? Well, not really, but kind of. Never mind. Yeah, that didn't really apply, but kind of it does.
100 members, many of whom were young children who were involuntarily recruited to serve Innocent's criminal organization. Almost exactly 1 year after the kidnapping of the Christian missionaries, Craze Barry kidnapped 2 U.S. citizens under Innocent's orders, Marie Odette Franklin
so this is
and
why
Jean
he's on the
Franklin.
list, obviously.
Unfortunately, one of the victims did not survive, while the other was held for a $300,000 ransom. Somehow, Innocent still managed to walk away scot-free. In April 2024, CNN released an interview where Innocent brazenly showed off his luxury home, which sticks out like a sore thumb.
Whoa! I didn't even realize what. How is CNN talking to them if he's wanted? That doesn't even make sense. How? Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna.
And the extreme poverty surrounding him.
Weird.
Surrounded by gold-rimmed couches and chairs, Innocent explained to the reporter how he came to power. In the interview, he shamelessly blamed Haiti's corruption on the country's politicians, refusing to take any responsibility for his own actions. Interestingly, he also alleged that before becoming the leader of Craze Barry, he had once owned multiple legitimate businesses, including a hotel and a rental car company.
Okay,
His companies were destroyed by the government.
Oh.
According to multiple
so he's on his revenge arc, obviously. You know, it's just how it goes. You know, the government takes away all your money, get back at them, and apparently he did so successful that they're gone.
Analysts, Innocent was once a political activist before he turned to violent crime to maximize his influence. Back in the US, Innocent is wanted by the FBI for an insanely long list of crimes, including kidnapping for ransom, theft, murder, assault, vehicle theft, and destruction of property. There's a $2 million reward for information leading to his arrest.
Okay, like how? Okay, dude, this guy made this face. Yeah, I don't know, man. That doesn't seem like the same guy. Got the wrong guy.
It'll be pretty tough to ever bring him to justice. Omar Alexander Cardenas. In 2022, the FBI released 2 eerie before and after clips of a man walking into and then running away from a shopping mall area on August 15th, 2019.
Excuse me, can we get that blurry little leaf out of the camera?
The man seen in the video is 29-year-old Omar Alexander Cardenas, and let's just say that he didn't exactly go shopping in the time that elapsed between those 2 clips. After disappearing from the camera's view, Omar walked up to a man standing outside the Hair Icon barber shop at an outdoor shopping center and fired several rounds from his semi-automatic handgun at his head, killing him instantly. Immediately after committing the crime, Omar fled the scene a little after 4 p.m. as he can be seen in the eerie FBI footage. A suspected member of the Pierce Street Gang in Los Angeles, and often going by the nickname Dollar, Omar is suspected to have fled to Mexico to seek refuge among his relatives. In September 2021, a federal arrest...
Okay. It hurts my brain because first off, why do this? And second off, like... It's just like... You're just like, oh, well... You know, now I'm just gonna live in a different country. Like, what? my brain hurts.
Warrant was issued for the
Why?
suspect after he was charged with murder.
To me,
and
it's just like, why would you do this and then be like, because to me, it seems like you've been playing. He had to smoke an op is crazy. I mean, potentially, but it's still crazy.
Lawful flight to avoid prosecution, thanks to which he was pinned on the most wanted billboard. Even though he committed a brutal crime pretty much in broad daylight and didn't exactly
See, this guy does not look
shy
like the
away from
same
the
guy we
cameras
see in
after
the
doing
photo.
it,
Like, he literally, he's clean shaven here. He's
the cops seem to know
not
surprisingly
even the same
they
guy.
on the most wanted
That
billboard.
is not the same guy. There's no way. He's not even wearing glasses in this photo. I mean, maybe that looks like a mugshot too. Who knows?
Even though he committed a brutal crime, pretty surprisingly little about Omar. The only things they really know about him are that he's around 300 pounds, wears thick prescription glasses, has at least one tattoo, and is considered armed and dangerous. Which alone is hardly enough to track down a criminal who's crossed international borders to flee prosecution. With time, hopefully more information will surface leading to his potential extradition and arrest. But for now, it looks like Omar will remain a most wanted criminal.
So, common theme is that they're all fled to different
Yulan
countries and
Adonai
are
Archaga
untrackable.
Karayas.
That's a crazy
Back in the
name.
80s, a gang known as the Mara Salvatrucha was set up to protect Salvadorian immigrants from other gangs in the Los Angeles area. Fast forward a couple of decades, and the Mara, or the MS-13 for short, had become one of the most brutal and violent criminal organizations in the world. Nowadays,
Okay, I'm just gonna comment on this.
become one of the most brutal and violent
Just
criminal
look. You notice
organizations in the
something?
world.
Look at the city. Look what he's gonna do this.
Nowadays,
Oh, actually, never mind. I
had become one of
did I hallucinate?
Most brutal and violent
Wait.
criminal organizations in the world.
Okay, first off, look at this. Look at all. They're slowed down because they're crossing here. Why? What is this? Is horrible. And I think I hallucinated a car just like going across all the lanes. Irrelevant.
Nowadays, MS-13 has a strong presence in El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, the US, Canada, and even Spain. They engage in all kinds of criminal activity, from drug trafficking, human trafficking, extortion, murder, and racketeering, often using extreme violence to maintain their influence and control. For many years, a man named Yulan Adonai Archaga Karayas operated as the head of MS-13's criminal activities in Honduras, providing support and resources to the gang in Central America and the US with firearms, narcotics, and loads of cash. Often operating under his alias Porky, Yulan is wanted by
Porky?
the FBI for trafficking
crazy.
multi-ton loads of drugs through Honduras to the US, and for the killing of several rival gang members. Among Porky's colorful criminal charges, you'll find everything from murder to racketeering conspiracy to drug importation to possession of machine guns. Even though he's only around 160 pounds, Yulan is considered one of the most powerful men in Honduras, as the MS-13 gang has had the country in a chokehold for years. The most shocking part of the story is that at one point, Porky had already been apprehended by the Honduran authorities and was even taken to a courthouse for a hearing on charges of murdering 2 Honduran prosecutors.
Do you see a problem? Because I see a problem. You know what I see the problem is? We're giving this man a fair trial. Okay. I know that sounds outrageous, but like, bro, why? This guy is clearly guilty. There's no way you could possibly ever get a lawyer who's gonna that's ever going to make it look like he in a good light for anything he did. Like, there's no way. It's like there's not even a point of having a lawyer. So just lock him up. If you just locked him up, because I guarantee you they're going to follow up with saying that he got out free. He found a way to escape. Some stupid.
But during the hearing, 20 armed men dressed up in
even worse. Oh, worse. So he just eliminated the entire court.
The same clothes as the anti-gang police units walked into the building escorting a veiled suspect and suddenly opened fire on the guards. In just a few seconds, the men subdued the guards and safely escorted Porky out of the courthouse, killing 4 police officers in the process.
See, if you locked him up, I mean, well, in this case, it's different because if you locked him up immediately, then he still would have just gotten, like, because clearly these men are strong. I mean, they literally just treating it's like a video game. Like, they probably have bombs. They can just blow up the prison cell and get the man out with, like, a rope or something, you know?
For obvious reasons, Porky is considered armed and extremely dangerous. Due to the sheer nature of his crimes, the FBI is offering $5 million to anyone who can provide information leading to his arrest. One of the things that
I
makes
don't
it extreme.
understand why the United States government is getting involved with this affair. Like, I just don't. It's not relevant unless.
Extremely difficult to track a
Like
suspect.
all the other ones, I was like, oh well, you know, you could see because they somehow affected a U.S. citizen, but like, bro, what? This is in a completely different country, not relevant. I hate to say it, but that's just the truth. I mean, I don't know. Oop, my bad.
Like Porky down is that he's taken every possible measure to fly under the radar. Although he's believed to still be in Honduras, he and his security team use untraceable numbers from Israel and Poland, and he goes to extreme lengths to keep
Okay,
his.
so you know what the problem with that sentence is? They have untraceable numbers from a country. Okay, so it's not untraceable if you know what country they're from. Like, bro, I mean, maybe they're saying like, oh, the digits, we don't know them, but like, bro, you clearly know more than what you're saying. Like, what?
Whereabouts is secret when he contacts his family. Although the hunt for Porky is far from over, he's likely
If it
to
was
remain
truly untraceable, they wouldn't even know what country it's from.
one of the most elusive and dangerous fugitives on the FBI's most wanted list for years to come. Alexis Flores. One seemingly peaceful afternoon in July 2000, 5-year-old Ariana De Jesus was playing on the street in Philadelphia with her sister and friends when her mom went out for a quick trip to the store. When her mom came back, she started living every parent's worst nightmare. Ariana had been taken by a suspicious man. Immediately, her mother reported her missing, triggering a citywide search for the 5-year-old girl. In a desperate effort to bring more attention to the disappearance, Ariana's family and friends covered every neighborhood wall, light post, and stop sign with flyers and missing posters, but nobody had any clue what had happened to the little girl. Unfortunately, after a few weeks of searching, the cops found her unresponsive in the basement of an abandoned apartment building just a few blocks away from where she had been taken. Disturbingly, the authorities also found a t-shirt featuring a bold political logo at the crime scene, which they deduced belonged to the suspect. During the investigation, a man came forward stating that he was pretty certain the t-shirt had belonged to a guy he only knew as Carlos, a drifter he had once employed as a handyman. Unfortunately, despite the promising lead, the case went cold for several years, leaving Ariana's family devastated and confused. It wasn't until 2007 that the authorities were able to analyze the shirt again thanks to recent advances in DNA technology, and what they found changed the course of the investigation forever. The DNA in the shirt was a perfect match with that of a man named Alexis Flores, who had been arrested in Arizona in 2002 for shoplifting and in 2004 for forgery. Unfortunately, by the time his DNA was linked to the crime, he had already been deported to Honduras years earlier for other, less serious crimes. As the police would later find, finding Alexis Flores was going to be a lot more difficult than they initially thought. Throughout his colorful criminal career, Alexis had provided multiple fraudulent dates of birth and names. Despite his inclusion in the most wanted list, the only things the FBI...
how do you know it's his real name? You don't. Okay, I'm just kidding. They probably do. They probably do. That would be silly.
really knows about him are that Alexis is around 5'4", 130 pounds, and has visible scars on his forehead and right cheek. Due to his crimes, he's obviously also considered armed and extremely dangerous. With a $250,000 reward on his head for the crimes of kidnapping and murder, you would think that someone would have come forward with information on this guy, but 24 years after the crime, Alexis has remained unfound. Wilver Villegas Palomino. The National Liberation Army, or ELN, is a Marxist-Leninist guerrilla insurgency group in Colombia, often referred to as Colombia's last true insurgency and one of Latin America's most powerful criminal organizations. In the past few years, the ELN has expanded aggressively into Venezuela, thanks to which the National Liberation Army now has over 6,000 active members. Interestingly, for the first few decades after its foundation, the group mostly focused their efforts on kidnapping, extortion, and attacking oil infrastructure.
Wait, what?
But over time, the ELN stopped shying away from drug trafficking and became deeply involved in the international drug trade, earning them the attention of the FBI. In 2023, Wilver Villegas Palomino became the 530th addition to the FBI's most wanted list on multiple serious charges ranging from narco-terrorism to murder to drug trafficking. Often running under the alias The Hog, Palomino is a high-ranking member of the National Liberation Army who's been involved in a 20-year conspiracy to distribute drugs from Colombia to the US, thanks to which a warrant for his arrest was issued back in 2020. Wilver has also been accused of murdering multiple human...
What is this? What is this? He's not even in the same country.
Rights advocates in Venezuela and the Catatumbo region in Colombia between 2017 and 2019. Due to his high rank and his responsibility in flooding the streets of Houston and other major U.S. cities with drugs, the United States Department of State's Narcotics Rewards Program is offering
Oh, yeah, look at this. Probably from San Francisco.
U.S. cities with drugs. The United States Department of State's Narcotics Rewards Program is offering a reward of up to $5 million for information leading to Palomino's arrest. As of today, it's a complete mystery where this guy is, but considering the ELN oversees the production of over 200 tons of drugs which are later distributed worldwide, obviously including the US, it makes sense why he was put on the list.
Sure.
Donald Eugene Fields II. Since
That's a crazy
2022, Donald Eugene Fields has been wanted by the FBI for the alleged trafficking of at least one child in Missouri between 2013 and 2017. According to the authorities, Fields took a 14-year-old girl and offered her to his friend Ted Sartori Jr. in exchange for cash, cars, motorcycles, vacations, and Christmas presents.
What? All of that?
Last known to live in Franklin County, Missouri, Fields has apparently been moving around the country since 2022, working sporadic jobs as a tree trimmer and independently selling used cars in an effort to fly under the radar. Based on court documents, it's believed that Donald probably took more than one victim, and that he might be hiding out with his girlfriend Jennifer Isgriggs, who is also wanted on a felony warrant for failure to provide child support. Since 2022, the cops have received multiple tips indicating that Fields spent some time in the Tampa area, and as soon as they heard that, they started running Facebook ads with his face on a most wanted poster to ask for the public's assistance in locating him. Unfortunately, it's likely that by then Fields had already fled to Stover, Missouri. The FBI has also placed large billboards with Fields' face in cities where he's known to travel, but so far it seems like he's managed to stay a step ahead of the cops. Earlier in 2024, Sartori, Fields' partner in crime, pleaded guilty to his charges and will face up to 30 years in prison. He'll also likely have to pay $25,000 in restitution to his victim. Based on court documents, he'll be officially sentenced in early November 2024.
Oh, he's caught.
As per the FBI's description of the suspect, Fields has multiple scars on his body as well as a tribal print tattoo on his right shoulder. With such a big effort being made by the FBI to make this guy's face known, hopefully someday he'll be recognized by someone and promptly turned into the authorities. But for now, the cops have urged the public to consider him armed and dangerous.
Of some of these people, you know, obviously they belong here. Like, okay, okay, well, yeah, how to be on the most wanted. Commit a crime and fly to a foreign country. Yeah, I mean, that's literally what it is. It's like 90% of these cases are just people who are in different countries. Or they fled to a different country. And so it's basically just like a felony or multiple felonies, and then, so you're basically a felon, and then, you know, you just decide to flee. It's basically how it works. And they're like, oh, that's bad, so we're gonna go after you. Alright, let's do this one. Excuse me. Okay, so, you know, I'm not talking about an ad because that's stupid.
Today's episode.
Alright. So this is an extremely disturbing camping story. You know, every time I hear the word disturbing camping story, I go, I'm interested because I've gone camping. I want to think about, it's weird, but I kind of want to think about what could have happened to me. Weird to say. I don't know. Just like, you know, I can put myself in these shoes as the people in the story probably. So, well, unless it's one of those idiots that are like, I'm gonna go by myself into the middle of the woods, off the path, and I'm gonna go camping like that. Then I can't relate because, sorry, I'm not doing that ever in my life. Just, I hate to say it. That's not happening.
Today's episode is a very creepy and highly disturbing camping story. But before we get into that story, if you're a fan of the strange, dark, and mysterious delivered in story format, then you've come to the right place because that's all we do.
Why does this feel
and we
so
upload
quiet?
once a week.
Or whatever.
So, if that's of interest to you, the next time the like button is asleep, go to their front yard and spell the words "I hate my neighbors" in gasoline all across their front yard, and then light it on fire. Also, please subscribe to our channel and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of our weekly uploads. Okay, let's get into today's story.
Okay, skip.
On the
Blood
afternoon of
on the mountain. Wait, this is all labeled. Oh, I'm spoiling it.
May 6th, 2008, a 54-year-old man called Ricky Williams stood on the riverbank casting out his line into the waters of Dismal Creek in western Virginia. Ricky was hoping to get lucky and catch some trout, but he'd been out here fishing for 30 minutes so far, and there were no bites. Normally, Ricky wouldn't care, because he loved just fishing for hours and hours at a time.
Okay,
Today,
I know I really shouldn't be pausing, because, you know, you get annoyed. People get annoyed, but just want to say, bro, how can you possibly enjoy fishing if you're catching no fish? How, buddy? Sounds like you're a psychopath. Okay. Obviously, he's not a psychopath just because, I mean, obviously he's probably thinking, oh, wait, I can't wait to catch a fish, because then, you know, when you catch a fish, you'd be like, yay! But still, it's like, bro, boring.
The
fun of fishing is catching a fish.
Were really hungry because they'd been out in these woods camping for several weeks now, and their food supply was
yep, he's in the
dwindling
woods, so
down to the
he's
end.
not
And so if they didn't catch
relatable.
any fish today, they might not eat. Now, for context, where Ricky was fishing, Dismal Creek, despite its bleak name, it was actually a beautiful, secluded spot on top of a mountain that was on the Appalachian Trail. The Appalachian Trail is a very famous 2,200-mile-long trail that runs up and
Dang.
down the east coast of the United States. And why that is relevant is because there's this special code for people that hike on the Appalachian Trail. And the code, which all hikers know, is basically if you come across another hiker on the Appalachian Trail, it is your responsibility to help them if they need help. And it is their responsibility to help you if you need help. So it's this community of hikers that are always looking to help each other. And so Ricky was very aware of this code on the Appalachian Trail, and he was secretly hoping, as he cast his line over and over again and didn't get any bites, that a hiker or a group of hikers might come by this area, and maybe they would see him and come down and learn that he needed food, and they might just give him some of their food. But
no, my thing is, why are you going into the wilderness willingly? No, people enjoy this stuff. Never mind. I was gonna say, like, why would you go in there, not have food prepared, and be like, oh, I'm gonna hunt for my own food? But people enjoy that stuff. I mean, I just don't understand it. It's like you have the access to the ability to not have to put in your work for food and worry about food. So why make yourself have to worry about food? Makes no sense. But you know,
another
whatever.
half hour passed,
Maybe
and no
enjoys
hikers came by, and still Ricky could not catch any fish. But then suddenly, Ricky's dog, who was right next to him, began to whine and kind of began shifting around like it was sensing a predator in the area or something. But as Ricky was trying to calm his dog down, he began to hear a voice in the woods right behind him. Somebody was moving towards him. And when Ricky heard this voice, on the one hand, he was pretty excited because maybe this is a hiker who can give him some food. But on the other hand, Ricky couldn't help but feel really uneasy. Now, you need to understand that Ricky was an older guy, he was kind of frail, and over the past few weeks that he'd been camping with his dog, you know, as his food
So he's
supply
by
had
himself.
come down,
Oh my god, why? Why would you do that? Why would you be old, by yourself in the middle of the woods? What? This guy waiting to die. Obviously, a lot of people make it out of the woods, and people have lived in the woods who are old too. I mean, that's obvious, but I'm saying it's, when you say a man's frail, I mean, to me, that's like, hey, yeah, this guy's gonna, if he falls, and he's gonna collapse to his doom.
He had become skinnier and skinnier and skinnier, and so he really did not pose any sort of threat to anybody. He's like this weak older man. Now, generally speaking, the Appalachian Trail was a very safe place. But over the last few decades, there had actually been several murders that took place on the Appalachian Trail. And in fact, one of those killings took place less than 2 miles away from where Ricky was fishing with his dog. And in that double homicide, a very well-known killer named Randall Lee Smith had stabbed and shot to death 2 hikers. And so while Ricky was really looking for help from fellow hikers, At the same time, he couldn't help but feel somewhat apprehensive, because again, Ricky was like this small, frail guy, and Ricky was well aware of these murders, and he was well aware of the fact that he was super close to one of the murder sites. And so Ricky was totally on edge as he's listening to this male voice get closer and closer, and then finally,
he's
this
cooked.
man
He can't
in his
defend
early
himself.
30s steps out from the tree line, and he looks over and he sees Ricky, and for a second, the two men just kind of look at each other, but then this guy just grinned at Ricky and said, "Hey, how you doing?" And immediately Ricky felt relieved, because he could tell just from looking at this guy that very likely he was not a threat. The man introduced himself as Scott Johnston, and he told Ricky...
See, the thing about this guy's storytelling is you really don't know if this is the evil villain. Probably isn't. But he's trying to throw us off. He's trying to throw me off. He's trying to throw me off. Throw me off.
In the area with a friend of his, and they were out here fishing, just like Ricky. And Ricky pretty much immediately said, "Oh, great, nice to meet you. Do you have any food for me?" And Scott was like, "Absolutely." And he dug into his bag that he had with him, and he pulled out a couple energy bars and a bag of chips, and he threw them over to Ricky. And he also gave some fresh bait to Ricky, so he too could cast out again. And for the next couple of hours, Scott and Ricky just stood on the riverbank and fished together. And after a while, the trout did start biting, and they did start catching fish, so the day kind of turned into a great outing for Ricky. And it got even better, because as soon as the men were done fishing, Scott asked Ricky if he wanted to join him and his friend back up at the campsite for dinner. And remember, Ricky had no food, so this was an amazing invitation, and he said, "Yes, of course, I'd love to join you." So the two men packed up their stuff right as the sun was going down, and then they began walking back into the forest where Scott had emerged from. And as they were walking, Scott's fishing pole got tangled on a low-hanging branch, and he was really struggling to get it out of the tree, and so finally he just told Ricky to, go on ahead, my campsite's right up there, it's a straight shot, just go up the hill, and you'll see it. Ricky asked Scott if he was sure, and Scott said, "No, it's totally fine, go ahead." So Ricky said,
yeah, dude, what? You don't... Okay.
Okay, and he walked the rest of the way up the hill, and then when he walked out of the tree line into the clearing where Scott's campsite was, immediately what Ricky noticed was this enormous man who was like twice the size of Scott, and so 4 times the size of Ricky, kind of hunched over the campfire. And this huge man, who presumably was Scott's friend, he heard Ricky walk into the circle, and remember, it's nighttime, and they're kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, God.
And so this guy, he turns his head around and sees this strange man just standing there, and Scott's nowhere to be found. And so this guy, he grabs a club, like a piece of wood.
Yep.
and he looks at
That's
Ricky
so...
kind of
It's over.
menacingly, like, "What are you doing here?" And Ricky, who was so caught off guard by just how big this guy was, he put his hands up and he said, "I'm so sorry. Scott sent me up here. I don't know if this is the right site. I'm sorry." But just at that moment, Scott had finished untangling his fishing line, and he came out of the tree line, and he patted Ricky on the back, and he said, "Oh, you've already met my friend Sean." And as soon as he said that, Sean looked like he basically let his guard down. He put the wood down, and he stopped glaring directly at Ricky. But Ricky felt
Why
like
does he have a
Sean
club?
was not happy that Ricky was in his campsite, even though clearly Scott is the reason that Ricky is in this campsite. And so Ricky just felt really uncomfortable, and at the same time, Scott is ushering Ricky closer to the campfire to take a seat next to Sean. Sean's a great cook, he'll cook up this fish for us, it's gonna be great, take a seat. Ricky felt kind of annoyed that Scott was really forcing him to stay, but Ricky didn't want to be rude and just kind of abruptly leave, so he did take a seat next to Sean, who definitely was not excited to be sitting next to Ricky, and Ricky just kind of sat there waiting to see what would happen next. And what happened next is Scott walked over to Sean and handed off all the fish that he and Ricky had caught so that Sean could begin to prepare them to cook them. And then as Ricky is still just sitting there right next to Sean,
Yeah,
Scott
I would
walked
hate to
away
be in
from the
this
campfire
situation.
up to his truck, which was parked right next to Sean's Jeep, and Scott turned
By the way, that is a horrible place to put a fire. Look how close it is to the trees. Like, literally one little spark, or ember, that goes rogue, up, the whole forest is on fire. Like, it's literally touching grass. That fire is touching grass. Yeah, this photo's trash. Get
on the
it out of
radio
my ass.
and began blasting country music. And when Ricky heard this music, he kind of winced, because to him, part of the reason the outdoors, the Appalachian Trail, being out in nature, part of the reason it was so wonderful was for the peace and quiet. And so it felt kind of like borderline disrespectful to be out in the middle of this beautiful place blaring country music. And so to
my
Ricky, he
God.
just couldn't help but feel like there's something off about these two guys. They just seem really disrespectful and kind of pushy and maybe aggressive, and so Ricky is just not happy. But again, Ricky didn't say anything and didn't attempt to leave, because again, he's really hungry and so is his dog, and he needs to eat that fish. A moment later, Scott walked back from the truck and took a seat next to Sean, and then he, along with Sean, pulled out their knives and began deboning the fish. And as they were doing this, Ricky again is just kind of sitting there doing nothing, and so he kind of meagerly asked, hey, can you give me a knife and I'll clean a fish? But Sean and Scott kind of waved him off and said, don't worry, we got this. And so Ricky just continued to sit there nervously.
Yeah,
all
his
he could watch was the flashing of the light bouncing off their blades. But eventually, Scott and Sean finished deboning all the fish, and they put their knives away, and at that point, they began cooking the fish over the open flame. And suddenly, for Ricky, it felt like, the mood had shifted a little bit. At least now, the two men were not fiddling around with weapons. It felt kind of safe again. And so Ricky began making some small talk in hopes that would kind of, settle his nerves. And so Ricky told the two men about how much he loved the Appalachian Trail and how he came out here all the time for weeks at a time with his dog. And Ricky would tell the men that, sometimes he felt more at home out in the wild than he did at home. It was almost like being out in nature was a religious experience for.
Yeah, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. If I will never say that sentence. That guy is a different breed than me. I don't even know how you discover that. He probably, I'd imagine it's like, oh, you see some trees and you go, oh, I want to go in there. Not me. Not me, not me, not me. We'll never say that sentence. I will never go on a hike that's 2 weeks long. Let me tell you that. That's outrageous. Because not only, especially if you're alone, does no one have any idea where you are, but two, people are not going to know when you're coming back. What is on time to come back? You can say, oh, I'm coming back in 2 weeks. But all it takes is a miscalculation of how long it takes actually for you to get through, and boom. It's like, bro, no.
Ricky. And he would even tell Sean and Scott that sometimes when he was out in nature, he would meditate and pray and even do some chanting like part of a ritual. He was really trying to be in tune with Mother Nature. But as Ricky continued to tell Sean and Scott about his personal life, he noticed the two men were definitely paying attention and kind of nodding along at appropriate points in the story. But at the same time, Ricky felt like these two men were also kind of looking at him like Ricky was kind of weird, as if they were not prepared to come out and say it, but after hearing all these things about his life, it was like, what's going on with this guy? And so Ricky suddenly felt really embarrassed about being so open with these two guys who once again just seem like they don't quite like him or even really want him here. But luckily, right at that moment, the fish were done, and so the men just sat there in silence and wolfed down the food. By the time they finished, right about 8 p.m., it was very dark outside, and Ricky at this point is just ready to go. He just felt so uneasy here. And so after putting down his plate...
Oh, by the way, I just realized, if we're getting his perspective, we know that he didn't die. So, but something happened to him, obviously. His story's being told. I'm just saying that because I was thinking who's gonna get murdered, but no.
His silverware and saying thank you to Sean and Scott for their hospitality, he quickly got up and grabbed his dog, and he began walking into the woods towards his campsite. But after Ricky and his dog had walked maybe 10 or 15 feet away from this campsite, two things happened in rapid succession. Number one, Ricky suddenly stopped and turned around and looked back at the campsite. And number two, right as he did this, there was this enormous bang sound, like a small explosion that echoed through the forest.
He's gonna do a little advertisement. I'm just gonna skip past it. He always does this too. Right at where you're like, man, what is that? Like, what is this explosion? Well, I need to know.
Sean and Scott had been, there were these two women who were in their house 4 miles away. About 30 minutes later, and about 4 miles away from where Ricky and Sean and Scott had been, there were these two women who were in their house eating dinner when they heard the sudden frantic knocking on their front door. Now, these women live in a very isolated part of the country, and so the women were very concerned. One of them rushed over to the phone just to be ready to call the police, while the other very carefully made their way towards the front of the house, and they kind of peered out the window, but they couldn't see anything outside. It was too dark, and so they went to their door, which was still getting pounded on by whoever was out there, and the woman, she unlocked the door, and she opened it just a crack, and what she saw nearly made her faint. There was a man standing on her porch who was absolutely covered in blood. As if he had been fully submerged in a tank of blood. He is all red. And the man had his hand over his neck. And the woman who opened the door, she looked at him and she saw that there was this rhythmic pulsing of blood pumping out of his neck that was in time with his heart.
What? Explain how that's related to. Yeah. Oh, don't tell me. Okay. I'm gonna give my theory quickly. What if one of the people at the campground got hit by a grenade? Okay, that's just crazy. That's a really dumb theory, but I mean, it's the only thing that really can make sense.
This man is clearly bleeding to death. And so the woman, she screamed for the other woman to please call 911. We have someone who's dying here. And so she began calling 911. And then the man on the porch just said, please help me. And then he said something about Dismal Creek. And then he collapsed. And this was so shocking for the woman who had opened the door that she just stood there staring, having no idea what to do. But then she happened to look up and she noticed there was a Jeep that was idling out on the road in front of her house that she hadn't even registered until now. And so either this guy got dropped off or he drove that Jeep. But before she could even begin to understand,
yeah, bro did not drive that Jeep, let me tell you.
And a whole bunch of police cars came screaming up and parked in front of her house. And then the medics got out, they rushed up, and they grabbed the bleeding man, and they put him in the ambulance, and they rushed him off. Meanwhile, not far from the house, police officers were speeding towards Dismal Creek because when the women called 911, they said, you know, this guy who's shown up on the porch bleeding said something about Dismal Creek, but they had no idea what it was about. And so instead of trying to wait to figure out what was even going on, police had basically said, let's just go to Dismal Creek and look around and see if we can figure out, you know, why someone would leave that area and show up at this house covered in blood. But as the police were making their way up this winding mountain road, they saw a truck bombing down the road coming straight at them. And the truck, they initially hit their brakes and did kind of attempt to get out of the way of the police cars. But after this truck had basically come to a stop, the driver of the truck just hit the gas all over again, and they veered wildly off the side of the road into an embankment, and they crashed and flipped several times.
What? Okay, dude, that's crazy. That guy's
and then came to a
drunk
stop.
as hell.
And the police officers
who knows?
veered to the side of the road to avoid getting hit by this truck, you know, they just watched this happen, and they couldn't understand why the driver had gunned it again after stopping and then seemingly intentionally drove off the road. It almost seemed like the driver was trying to crash. And so the police, they got out of the car and they approached the wrecked truck with their guns drawn, but when they looked into the vehicle, they saw there was a single occupant, the driver, and he was still somehow alive. So the police got him out of the vehicle and they called an ambulance, but they actually sent an officer with the ambulance to escort them because the police were actually pretty suspicious of this truck driver. Because remember, they were going up that road to get to Dismal Creek to see what had happened there that would lead to another man showing up on somebody's doorstep in the middle of the night covered in blood. And now they have this truck driver who looks like he's speeding away from Dismal Creek, who crashes his truck. I mean, there was no clear connection between the truck crash and the bloody guy, but the police were suspicious that they had to be connected. So they sent the officer to the hospital as well. About 30 minutes after the truck crash, the police left the scene and continued the rest of the way up the road to Dismal Creek. And once they got up there, the police fanned out all across the area and just began looking for anything. Just any clue that might explain what the heck happened here, if anything happened at Dismal Creek at all. And pretty quickly, the police actually did find something unique. In the middle of the Dismal Creek area, they found a campsite. But it was not the campsite where Sean and Scott were staying, where Ricky had gone and shared dinner with them. This was a different camp.
You know what I hate? You know what I hate? He said something about an explosion and just decided. Do I hate it? No. It actually makes it more engaging. The story more engaging. I mean, this is what a good storyteller does. He says what actually happens, but doesn't fully explain what actually happens, and then tells all the events after, or something like that. Never mind. You just
campsite.
Whatever.
And not long after searching this other campsite, police concluded that whoever was staying here did not seem like they were mentally well. This seems like a mentally unstable and potentially dangerous person lives here. So the campsite was really
how
simple.
would you
it was
determine
just
that?
A tent and a campfire. But when the police lifted up the flap and looked inside the tent, they found a collection of 30 knives along with a police scanner that basically picked up police radio chatter in the area, so you could listen to a scanner and basically
in
know
the middle of the
what the
woods
police were doing in your area.
Why?
There were also all these weird piles of clothing. Some were for kids, some were for adults, some were for men, some were for women. There were piles of eyeglasses, and there were 8 pairs of women's underwear. And then also there was a map of the Appalachian Trail inside of this tent, and all over this map along the trail were all these spots that were circled, but there was no information about what these circles meant. However, one of the places that was circled was Dismal Creek. And then next to the map was a radio, and inside the radio was a cassette. And so the police just hit play, and immediately what they heard totally creeped them out, because the tape sounded like some kind of satanic ritual. It was basically this one man's voice just kind of howling and chanting over and over again. But by far, the most shocking thing that was found inside of that tent was a single piece of paper. And this piece of paper...
Wait, is this the old man? Ooh, wait, what if this is the old man's? They're like the beginning, the guy in the beginning stories.
Was a birth certificate, and the name on the birth certificate was a name that basically all police in this area knew, and in fact anybody living in or around the Appalachian Trail definitely would know this name. And the identity of this person, the name on the birth certificate, was the key to putting together all these seemingly disconnected events that had happened on this night. From the explosion when Ricky walked away from the fire, to the bloody man at the house, to the truck crash, they were all connected through this single person. A few hours earlier, after Ricky had gotten up and walked away from Sean and Scott's campsite, and then after barely making it onto the trail, he had turned around and there was that loud explosion. Well, at that point in the story, Ricky, who's now looking back at the campsite and looking at Sean and Scott, he can see that the two of them, they've heard the sound too, and they were now staring at each other with looks of absolute shock and terror on their faces.
So nothing...
But then Ricky watched as Sean reached up and touched his face, and he put his hand out in front of his face, and it was covered in red. And the reason for that was because Sean had just been shot in the face.
Whoa.
Because that loud explosion was the sound of Ricky shooting his gun at Sean. And as Sean and Scott stood there staring at each other in absolute disbelief, Ricky, who's still in the tree line, ran towards the fire and just kept on shooting. And so Sean, at this point, as he sees Ricky coming into the campsite, he stands up and kind of staggers back and falls on the ground. But Scott, who's not hurt at this point, he just gets up and starts running away from the campsite, and Ricky turns his attention towards Scott, and he shoots at him, and he hits him straight in the neck and also in the back.
I seriously can't get over the fact that's the plot twist. You know, but, you know, I almost caught on to it near the, before he said it, because he did say that the guy was, in the videotape or whatever it's called, audio tape, he was doing these weird chants, which, you know, in the story, this Ricky guy claimed that, you know, he also liked to do weird chants in the woods for some reason, because it made him feel peaceful. You know.
But somehow Scott just kept on running despite these horrible wounds, and so Ricky watched as Scott disappeared into the woods, and then Ricky turned back to Sean, who's laying on the ground and can't go anywhere. He's been shot in the face, and Ricky just casually raised his gun and shot Sean right in the chest.
Why?
But amazingly, Sean, after getting shot the second time, it created what must have been the most extreme adrenaline rush ever, because he jumped up to his feet and right in front of his attacker, he just turned and sprinted to his Jeep. He hopped inside, fired it up, and just sped away as fast as he could. And when Sean flipped on his headlights and turned a corner after getting away from the campsite, he looked down the road and he actually saw his buddy, Scott, who had run away first, come tumbling out of the woods onto the road. And so Sean, who's gravely injured, you know, drives over next to Scott, and he stops the Jeep long enough for Scott to climb inside, and they shut the door and they speed their way towards the nearest help, which happened to be that house where those two women lived. And so it was Scott, who looked like he was drenched in blood, who knocked on the women's door. Sean was down in the Jeep out on the road, but he was just too weak to get out and come up to the door as well. But when the ambulance
how was he
and
able
police
to
arrived,
drive?
they would find not only Scott up on the porch, but also Sean in the Jeep, and both men would be taken to the hospital via helicopter. And then as for the man who was driving the truck down the road away from Dismal Creek, who then crashed right in front of the police, well, the driver of that truck was Ricky Williams. However,
Wait, whoa. What? Dude, okay, that's crazy.
that was not his real name. There was no Ricky Williams. That was the name he just used. His real name, which was on the birth certificate that police found in that other campsite inside of the tent, was Randall Lee Smith. The same infamous Randall Lee Smith who had murdered those two hikers.
Okay, but why did he purposely crash into a tree?
Far from Dismal Creek. That double homicide had happened in 1981, and Randall was caught and convicted, but he was paroled 15 years later in 1996 for good behavior. And for 10 years after that, Randall lived with his mother, and he wore this electronic bracelet, and, you know, he followed the rules. But by 2008, his electronic bracelet had came off, and even though Randall had attempted to continue living with his mother, it just wasn't tenable. He didn't have enough money, and so ultimately he packed up his things, grabbed his dog, and moved out onto the Appalachian Trail. And on May 6th, 2008, when Sean and Scott arrived in Dismal Creek to go fishing, Randall was waiting. Nobody has any idea why Randall murdered those two hikers back in 1981 or why he targeted Sean and Scott in 2008. All we know is that Randall Lee Smith was very mentally unwell and very likely viewed the Appalachian Trail as like his sacred place. This is his home. This is the place he loves more than anything.
Oh, I see. So he probably thought, oh, it was getting disrespected, and then, okay, I see.
And so maybe, you know, he felt like Sean and Scott had somehow disrespected the Appalachian Trail, and that was enough to attack them. Now, we know Sean and Scott did not do anything intentionally disrespectful to Randall because, amazingly, Sean and Scott survived this attack. And they would say that when they saw Randall, they just felt bad for him. They thought he was like this alcoholic drifter who didn't have a home of his own, and so he was just living out in the woods on the Appalachian Trail. And so they didn't judge him. Instead, they really did just want to give him some food and spend some time with him and make him feel human again. That was it. And because Randall appeared to be this kind of small, older man...
Oh my god, that's what he did that?
Sean and Scott, who were, you know, very big and imposing, they didn't feel threatened by this guy. As for that bizarre other campsite that police found up around Dismal Creek, the one that contained all those knives and the birth certificate, well, obviously, that was Randall's campsite. And that weird cassette tape that they listened to that sounded like a satanic ritual, that was Randall going through his meditations and chants that he would do when he was out in the middle of nowhere. It was like his way of respecting Mother Nature and the Appalachian Trail. And then all those items that were found inside of his tent, the different clothes and the eyeglasses and the women's underwear, it's believed those could be Randall's other victims. However, when police pulled DNA samples from all of those items that were found inside of his tent, like the clothes and the underwear and the eyeglasses, well, those DNA samples did not match any of the missing people or murder victims in the police's database, and so that wasn't useful. And then also, police went to all those places on that map that were circled, and with the exception of obviously Dismal Creek, they didn't find anything else at the other locations that suggested any violent event had happened there. So, only Randall knows the truth, which means we will never know the truth, because just 4 days after Randall was pulled out of that truck that he crashed, he died in police custody from a blood clot that formed as a result of the crash. And in those 4 days that Randall was in custody, he never gave up that there were any other victims. Today, Sean still has a bullet in his head and in his chest.
What? Jeez. Okay, that's crazy. I did not expect that.
And Scott still has big scarring on his neck and on his back. But both men have made a full recovery, relatively speaking, and they still go back to Dismal Creek all the time to go camping and fishing.
Yeah, I don't know how you could do that. How could you go back?
As promised, here is a clip from last week's episode of our amazing podcast, Run Fool, hosted by the incredible...
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna watch all that. Okay, I mean, that, yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I did not expect the twist. Did not expect the twist at all. Yeah, I want to watch that, but that's later. Okay. Yeah, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Honestly, though, like, I still don't understand why the guy crashed his truck into a tree. Like, what did that accomplish? I don't know, because they said that it looked like he intentionally did it. I was like, well, why? Why would you do that? I don't know. Anyways, that's it for the stream for today. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to follow me, Twitch. And thanks for watching. Peace.